Hi, my pre-Kers. We're going to have some math and numbers time right now. You'll see our number family houses that I have here with us. And we're going to look at our new number that we had last week. Last week, we were looking at the number 15. That was our newest number. And we found out that a 15 belongs to the teen family. And we know that because there's a 1 in front. If there's 2 digits and the first digit is a 1, then we know that it's in the teen family. And the 1 is equal to 110. There's 110 and 5 more ones in this number. 110 and 5 more. 15. On the back of our 15, do you remember what it was? 15 drums. 15 drums were on the back. So now we get a new number for this week. It's the number that comes after 15. You can see it if you're looking at our teen family house. All the way down to 15 and then 16 right there. There's our new number, 16. And 16 is in the teen family again. We see the 1 for the teen because it's just 2 digits. That means teen. And 6 more ones. 16. We can kind of just read that number, 16. 16 is 10 and 6 more ones. 1 set of 10 and 6 more ones. 16. Oh, this is a good object to have on the back this week because we're talking about the letter S. This is something that starts with an S and it floats across the water. Sailboat. Sailboat. That's one of the picture words for our letter S this week. Sailboats. So how many sailboats should there be here? Let's count them and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Touch and count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 sailboats. That's our new number for the week, 16. And now we're also going to write a new number for today's math lesson. We're going to learn how to write the next number. Do you remember what it is? We've been working on these numbers right here with our pennies. And let's move our poster. And then we'll see if we can put our penny cards up. We found out that there are many different ways that you can show a number. You can show a number by the numeral 1, by the word 1, and then you can show a number by putting that many objects in place. So the numeral 1, the word 1, and 1 object, 1 penny. And then we move down to number 2, the numeral 2, the word 2, and we put 1, 2 objects there, 2 pennies. We're counting up on these cards. So 1, and then if you want to count up, you move forward. 1, 2. So 1 plus 1 more is 2. Then what did we have after our 1 and our 2? We went to our next set of numbers. We had the 3. So we have the numeral 3, the word 3, and we put 3 objects, 3 pennies. 1, 2, 3. And then our next number was the number 4, the word 4. And so we put how many objects there? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're moving up to bigger numbers with 3 to 4. We're counting forward, so we add 1 more to get to a bigger number. 3 plus 1 more takes us to 4. So what's going to come after our 3 and 4 cards? Well, I have a new card that has all of these numbers on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So on this one, I have so many numbers that I need my objects to be smaller than these giant pennies. So let's see what I have to go on this card. I have the number 1, the word 1, and I want my objects. So for this one, I found some real pennies. Let's see if I can get them out here. That's one real penny. So I'm going to put my 1. And then I move down to the 2. So I have the number 2, the word 2. How many objects should I put there? You're right. I should put 2 objects there. 1 penny plus 1 more. I'm moving up. So I'm going forward in my counting to 2. And my next number is 3. The number 3 and the word 3. Now, how many objects should I put there? 3. You're right. All right, so let's see if I have enough pennies. 1 penny. 2 pennies. And 3 pennies. All right, now I go to number 4 and the word 4. How many objects should I put there? 4. You're right. Let's see if I have enough pennies. This takes a lot of pennies to do this. All right, I found some more pennies. So I'm going to put my 1 penny and then 2 pennies and then 3 pennies and then my number 4 penny. All right, now we get to the last one. Number 5, the word 5, and how many objects should I put there? 5. You're right. All right, let's see if I have 5 more pennies. I have a bag full of pennies. So here we go. We've got 1 penny. And then what comes after 1 penny? 2 penny. And then 3 penny. And then do I have a 4 penny? And then I just need how many more to move up to 5? I just need 1 more. And we did it. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 more is 3. 3 plus 1 more is 4. And 4 plus 1 more is 5. Every time I moved up by 1, the numbers got bigger by going forward and moving up by 1. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Okay, so today, since we went all the way to 5 with our pennies, we're going to learn how to write the number 5. So we'll move our penny cards. And we're going to take a look at something that can show us 5. Oh, this is something new. So for the number 5, we know that you can see the number, see the word, and see objects that account or amount to 5. But I have a 5 that's hidden in something that God made for us in nature. He made something delicious that he gave us as a treat in our world. He made a special fruit, and he hid in that fruit the number 5. He made the number 5 when he made the apples. When he made apples, he hid a number 5 in there. So this is my apple, and I took my apple and I sliced it in half. And then when I open it up, I see God's number 5. He put a 5 pocket seed pouch in each apple. Do you see that star? The star has 5 seed pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-pointed star. And in each little pocket there are seeds. There could be more than one seed in each pocket, but there will definitely be a 5-pocket seed star in every apple. So when you slice it, you'll see it. And the other side too has the star right there. The seeds are right there in there. You see the star on each side of my apple? So maybe if your family can help you, they could slice an apple and you could see if the hidden 5 is inside of the apple. And then after you slice it, you could have it as a treat. I'm going to have mine as my snack today. I'm going to eat the number 5 because I'm going to eat those apple slices. So now let's take a look at how we're going to make the number 5. So the number 5 looks like this. And remember Mr. Number formation? We've been learning how to write our numbers with Mr. Number formation. But he teaches us how to do a 5. And he says that you go across, down, and around. Across, down, and around. Across, down, and around. I am a number 5. Across and down and then around. Across and down and then around. Across and down and then around. I am a number 5. That's our Mr. Number formation. And on the back, we have the 5 busy bumblebees in suits. 5 bees in suits. And I love this pattern of objects. I always know that that's a 5. 2 on top, 2 on bottom, 1 in the middle. Always a 5. So let's see what we're going to do for our math paper today. I sent you home a math paper that has us going to the post office. We're visiting different places in our community. A community is like a town or a city, a place where people live that have all kinds of shops and different places that help others that people can go to. So we're going to go to a new place in our community. Last week it was the fire station. This week it is the post office. So our paper today for math is page 85 and 86. It's math lesson 4.3, all about number 5. So for number 5, we're at the post office. Now, when you go to the post office, there are different things that you could count there. If you've ever been to the post office, think of some things that you could count. You could count letters. Yes. You could count envelopes. You could count stamps. If you're waiting in line, you could count the people that are in line at the post office. Most post offices have mailboxes, and you could count the boxes that are there. You could count the workers that are there. There are lots of things you can count at a post office. So for our paper today, we're going to practice the number 5. So let's see. I will try on our big whiteboard to write a number 5 for you. Remember, Mr. Number formation says across, down, and then around. Across, down, and then around. I am a number 5. So you just go across, kind of like you're giving him a hat. You go down and give him the big belly, I say. I say he has a big belly. Put that belly out in front of him. Across, down, and around. So make sure that his belly goes in front of him, just like your belly is on the front side of you. His belly is on the front of him too. Let's try that on our paper. I'll move our paper up. And this is nice that we can practice the gray ones. We can trace them across, down, and around. Across, down, and around. And then we try to make one by ourselves. Across the top line, down to the middle, and then swing out and give him that belly that's in front of it. There's our number 5. And then in that empty yellow space, I like to use that space to make some extra 5s so that I can have more practice. Across, down, and around. I am a number 5. Across, down, and around for that belly. Put that belly in front. I am a number 5. And then it says, circle the groups of objects that have 5. Okay, I see packages. Let's count those packages and see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Touch and count one at a time. 5. So do we circle the 5 packages? Yes. We sure do. Okay. And then I see a red mailbox. I only see one of those. Do we circle that? Is that a group of 5? No. Then I move to the big rectangle box package. But I only see one of those. Do I circle that? That's not 5 in that group. It's only 1. So let's move over to the black mailboxes. There's 1 black mailbox, 2 black mailboxes. That's not 5, is it? Nope. And how about these envelopes? Let's touch and count them. They're really close together. So sometimes when my objects are that close together, I like to put a little dot on them to show that I already counted them, so I do not count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 envelopes. Did you get 5 envelopes? Yes. So we circle that group. There were just 2 groups that had 5. All right. So we got the front side of our paper done. Now we can go to the back side. Oh, and this looks like stamp collection. It looks like someone has been collecting stamps, and a lot of people do that. They will collect stamps because the post office makes stamps of all kinds with all kinds of different pictures on them. And it's fun to look at all the different ones that people can collect. So in this first group, star number 1, look at the stamps, count them, and circle the matching number. Okay, so how many of these horse stamps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have known that because that's that pattern I'd love to see. 2 on top, 2 on bottom, 1 in the middle. It's always a 5. Okay, so find your 5. Which one of these numbers is a 5? And circle it. 3, 5, 2. Circle that 5. Okay, and then next we move down to the number 2 star, and I see a big stamp. That's easy. How many big stamps are there? There's just 1. Circle the correct number that matches. 1. And then we go down to the green star, number 3 star, and on this one, it looks like, oh, that's stamps from Kenya. We know Kenya. We went to Kenya when we went inside to Africa. That was one of our countries, one of our continents. The continent of Africa and the country of Kenya. So these stamps are from Kenya. How many are there? Oh, it's my favorite pattern for objects because I always know that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an easy one. Number 5. Okay, and then we go over to the number 4 yellow star, and I see birds on these. Birds are on those stamps. How many of those bird stamps do you see? Touch and count. 1, 2, 3. Is it 4? Is it 1? Or is it 3? Then we go to the orange number 5 star. I see flowers on those stamps. Those are beautiful stamps. How many flower stamps? 1, 2, 3, 4. Touch and count. So do we circle 5, 4, or 2? 4. We just counted 4. Got it. And now we go down to the number 6 purple star. And this looks like a picture of a city or a country. And how many of those stamps do you see? 1, 2. Easy. You can really just count those with your eyes, probably. Just 2. 1, 2. And is that number 2, number 4, or number 1 that we're going to circle? Number 2. We circle the 2. We got it. Okay. So today we do your paper. Practice your new number 5, just like Mr. Number Formation tells us to do. Across and down and then around. Across and down and then around. Across and down and then around. I am a number 5. All right, that's our new number that we're writing for the day. And the new number that we're learning to recognize is number 16, that big teen number. And try to see if your family can help you find that hidden 5 in God's treat that he made for us in nature. What was it in? It was in an apple. You'll find a hidden 5 inside. Have fun today with your math. Bye-bye.